Hi, and welcome to another video from Imagine Landscapes Designs. I'm Sarah Shira, and today we are talking about the super awesome rumpled hat on Saint Nick. Saint Nick is one of the two patterns that I've just put out called Gnome Pun Intended, and in that there is a worsted weight version and a fingering weight version. Saint Nick here, he's the worsted weight version. Now we've got the super awesome self-fringing beard that's knit in one piece with this bauble, and then you unravel this and make it happen without actually having to use a crochet hook or attach the fringe in any way. But we've also got this rumply hat that it rumples and curls all on its own. So let's talk about the pleat stitch that's used to make the rumple hat. We'll talk about the stitch as it's written in the pattern, and then a trick that might make it a little easier for you and a little faster. When we are working the pleat stitch, it doesn't matter if we're working flat or in the round, it's worked the same way. And the directions have us turn so we can see the wrong side of the work and pick up one of the purl bumps on this side, pick it up on the right needle tip, put it onto the left needle tip and knit it together. So in the version I'm going to be showing you today, we're going to do the 7-row pleat. So we're going to turn to the back of the work. We turn to the back of the work and we're going to count 7 purl bumps down. So this is our needle. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to pick that one up. I'm going to place it onto the left needle tip. And then with my working yarn, I am going to knit the two of them together. Do that again. Turn the work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick it up. Place it on the left needle tip and knit those together. So in this pattern, you usually do this 4 times in a row. There are some places where you do it 5 times in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do 4 in a row today. And I just want to reassure you that when you go down to do this, it may look like maybe you've gone 1 stitch to the left or 1 to the right, or maybe you went 1 row too shallow or 1 row too deep. And the truth of this is it doesn't really matter for this pattern because this is supposed to look kind of rumply and messy. So don't sweat it too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick it up on the needle, knit 2 together. Okay, not the worst thing. It's a little harder when you're working the round because it likes to curve and because you're kind of working into it. But it's basically that simple. We just create this little bunch of material that has to buckle up and fold together. Then we work some plain stitches. In this case, we're going to do 4. Now here's the trick that my test knitters taught me, and boy did I wish that I had known this when I was doing my sample versions. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a cable needle or a double pointed needle. What we're going to do is we're going to pick up all 4 stitches in a row at the same time. So I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now I'm going to pick up the 4 stitches in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding these 2 needles parallel, I'm going to knit 2 stitches together across those 2 needles, almost like a 3 needle bind off. So I'm going to put my right needle tip through the first stitch on each needle, grab a loop of yarn, pull it through, and pull them off. All right, let's try that again. I'm going to put my needle tip through the first stitch on each needle. Then I'm going to grab a loop of yarn, pull it through both stitches, and pull them off their needle tips. There we go. And put this down, finish our row. And you will see that we have a row where we have got 2 pleated sections with some plain sections in between. So these 2 sections want to hold tight, and the plain sections in between will have some give. From the back side, it'll look kind of funny because we've got these holes where we've got space, and then these places where we've almost created a tunnel where we've pulled those ones up and knit them together. And that's the pleat stitch. I hope you enjoy it. I hope that having the hat be rumpled and curly all on its own makes you as happy as it makes me. Gnome Pun Intended is for sale on Ravelry, and you can also find more information at imaginelandscapes.com. Happy knitting!